So, you know, last night I watched the video that T.S. Madison did talking about me because somebody came in the comment section and said, oh, T.S. Madison read you for filth. So I went and looked for the video and I found it. And I want to address some of the things that she said in the video. I could talk about your physical aesthetic since you talked about mine. But for me, I think that's juvenile. That's bargain basement reading. That's beneath me. I'm not going to talk about any of your physical because that I could there's a lot that I could say, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about the lies that she told because, girl, if you're going to read, at least read factually. My vagina was not free. I went to Miami, Florida in 2014. I went to school and used my student loans to pay for my vagina. My vagina is 10 years old. It was not free. Now, when I get a revision, it's going to be free. But, and that ain't free. Because we marched and fought for that. We rallied for that. So you was working on the plantation. People was out here. We could go and get, vaginas through our insurance. So my vagina wasn't free. It wasn't free. And I spent enough on my vagina to where I could have went and got my teeth fixed if I had chose to. But bitch, I'm chewing fine. Bitch, hold on. These bitches work. I didn't want a dick hanging between my legs. Secondly, they don't keep the balls. That's the first thing I got rid of. So you wasn't telling the truth about that either. If you're gonna read a bitch, read with facts. I'm totally fine for reads. But if you're gonna read me with facts. I'm gonna say this, sister, you looked tired. And you looked at exhausted, sister. You looked at exhausted, bitch. Your face was giving slight bulldog, girl. You looked tired. I hope they checking on you over there. Because you've been on the world, you accomplished a lot, girl. You looked at it. You looked at like you could go rest. You talking about my mental health, girl, you might need to do a check-in. Because if you got time, then you said, I'm still in the same kitchen. Do you realize that people who actually follow me, people who actually know me, y'all have observed me doing videos in 3 different houses. You know why? Because I'm loved all over the place without no money. Bitch, people give me the keys to their house. This is a location in New York. You've seen me do videos at a location in Georgia. You've seen me do videos at locations in Louisiana. So while you around here working hard to get your own house, bitch, I'm Harriet Tubman, bitch. Everybody invites me to their house. Bitch, I'm blessed. Bitch, I'm welcomed wherever I go. I'm greeted with hugs and embrace. And bitch, I don't have to work hard up on the plantation for massam. Bitch, with my mental illness, with my crooked teeth, with everything that I got going on, when I walk into people's house, bitch, my uncle cried to me and told me that I was sunshine. Told me that I brought sunshine into his house. Now, see, when you have energy like that, You don't have to work hard to buy houses. You ain't got to do that. If you good to people and you treat people right and you treat people how you wanted to be treated, doors will open for you. I don't need to do when you die, that shit got to go somewhere else. You working for what? You ain't got no children. Anyway, girl, it was some other stuff she said. I'm trying to remember. Now, don't get me wrong. Bitch, I cackled. When she was talking about my teeth, when she was reading me, bitch, I was cackling. Bitch, me and my daughter watched the video and we was tee-heeing when she was talking about get your grill. You need to get that straight, sis. Now, as far as me coming to the event, that was after she did the video where she said, in another life, me and her could have been friends. She took the high road. I came to her event after that. Now she tried to paint me out to be this big, tall person. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm only 5'8". I wear a size 10 in women and I wear an 8.5 in men's. I'm 5'8". I'm way smaller than you. Like, you know, and I'm 5'8". I'm literally probably like 2 or 3 inches taller than you. I'm 5'8", girl. So you're not unsafe. And when I came there, I didn't try to run up on you. I didn't try to shake your hand. You were way over there, and I was like literally I was way over here. Like I came nowhere near you. I didn't come in your personal space. But I came out so it could never be said that I am not bitter. I'm not willing to support you. Like I was extending an olive branch. And what I realize about you is that now I see it. Um, you don't like me. You're still holding on to the fact that I'm not a girl who is going to spin a narrative of you as the hero, as, because girl, I've never stooped to reading you for not being able to get up from the table. I've never read you I've never read you for things like that. Like I've never, girl, that's bargain basement reading, girl. I've never read you for that. The things and I always give you your compliments. I always say you're like Oprah Winfrey. I always say I acknowledge your accomplishments. When you won with Beyonce and you had all that shit happen, I was rooting for you. Like literally, I started back following you and started back. If we go and backtrack and go back down the line, like you could see me in the comment section saying positive comments. I've said I have a love-hate relationship with you, but your content is constantly being shoved in my face. I can, because you have become so popular and because you have become so famous, I have to hear about you all the time. And so when I hear about you, I am not fixing to cheerlead for you and say what everybody else saying because I'm not on the level as everyone else. I'm a person, my mental illness, it causes me to play the whole tape. It causes me to see things from both sides, because like you said, I'm mentally unstable, I'm mentally ill. I'm mentally ill, but you are a millionaire and you're sitting on the phone arguing, you're sitting on a camera arguing with a girl who you says has a raggedy mouth, who is living off a first check, who don't have nothing of her own but her paintings and her art and the book that she published. Bitch, I have no material wealth. Bitch, I don't have access to any of the rooms that you have access to behind the scenes. And you are a millionaire and you're sitting on the phone arguing, bringing me up. The videos that I do with you don't even get 2,000 views. I have never talked about you and it went viral. It's never went viral. Like, nobody paying me no attention. Except the people in the community. And maybe that's what's plucking you because the girls is watching. But like people are not watching my content and coming in your comment section reading you based off of things that I have said. No one is coming in your comment section attacking you based off of stuff that I've said because the things that I say are a little bit too intellectual for your audience. See, I'm an intellectual, as raggedy as my mouth might be. And that's why I sound retarded to you, because you're not an intellectual. You're not. You're not. And that showed last night. And that showed. And and I literally said in the video that you came in the comments and left comments on, I literally said that they look at me like they look at Big Frida too. They look at, some people do. Some people see me like Big Frida. Some people see me like RuPaul. Bitch, I literally said that. You tried to spin this narrative that I think because I got a vagina that I sit with the girls. Everybody who come that I sit with biological females. Everybody who watch my videos know this not true. Everybody who know this, girl, I get clocked all the time. I'm still out here fighting. I identify as they, them. I get into it with men, women, trans people. Bitch, it, girl, some days be amazing, but other days, oh, child. Because you know what? 10 toes down, pussy or dick, I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna defend the community. Like, if you really honestly did not focus on the bitch, I done got on here and read myself way worse than I've read you. And I tell people this all the time. If I can get it, you can get it. If I got to consume your content, bitch, you are a public figure. You are a public figure. You chose this life. That comes with the territory. You over there hard pressed because I'm not acting like a fan. That doesn't mean that I don't like you, but you don't like me. And duly noted, you told me to stay away from your events, and I saw what you tried to do last night. I saw what you tried to do last night. Last night, you was trying to sick the hounds on me. You blew a dog whistle. You did the same stuff that you read females for doing. But you said, oh, you'll get beat up and threw on the ground. And so what you tried to do was, that was the part that I didn't like. Talking about you feel unsafe. How the fuck you feel unsafe, Madison? You look like you weigh about 400 pounds. Them hands, bitch, them hands bigger than mine, bitch. I'm 5'8", bitch, your hands bigger than mine. Bitch, I'm taller than you, bitch, your hands bigger than mine. Bitch, you big and solid. How the fuck you feel for your life, ho? Girl, stop. You are not the fishy, the fishy, dainty, delicate one. Girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, sister. I'm gonna stop calling you sister because after last night I saw you wasn't my sister. You cannot handle critique from this retarded, crooked teeth girl who does not have a pinch of what you have materially. Bitch, you are bothered by my raggedy mouth. You are bothered. Bitch, I'm homeless. Bitch, I'm living from pillow to pole, bitch. After my husband died, I gave up my apartment in New York, and I have been living from pillow to pole, bitch. And I have one of the most popular girls in America. dragging me. My words hath thou shooketh. All valid my power. Bitch, homeless, living from pillow to pole. If it was not for my sisters, if it was not for the people who gather around me to support me and love on me, last night we were out. I called my biological sister and my cousin and asked them for Uber money to get home safe. And you know what? Not a problem. You know why? Because they love me. They want me to be safe. That's the kind of magic I have. That's my magic. Family, tribe, people showing up for me because I'm honest about what's going on with me. That's my power. My power is community. My power is family. My power is my tribe. And bitch, I am weak without them. Bitch, I'm nothing without them. Bitch, I am nothing without the people who support me and the people who stand around me and the people who believe in me and the people who check on me. I'm so thankful for them and I don't take that for granted. But my words hath thou shooketh. You were shook. You were shook. And I'm going to leave you alone because now I don't want to be responsible for you unraveling over there. Because that's not my intention. That's not my intention. Bitch, I thought she could handle it. This lady got coins. This lady comfortable. This lady cozy. She can handle these reads. And let me tell you something. A lot of people can't take my mouth. Oh, a lot of people. When I was little, I used to get popped in the mouth. My grandmother popped me in the mouth when I was little and said, you know, this was before the transition. I saw the pastor touching on a woman's butt, and it was, you know, it looked inappropriate. I was about 6 years old. And baby, I said, why is he touching on that woman like that? That's not his wife. And my mama slapped me in my mouth and said, boy, you too damn honest. And that began a trend. Oh, I stayed getting popped in the mouth. Bitch, I stayed getting into fights because of my mouth. The reason why I got on the internet was because I needed a space to be able to vent everything that I was feeling, because I knew I couldn't say the thoughts that I was having directly to people because a lot of people aren't ready to hear my truth. A lot of people aren't ready to unpack the way that I process information. A lot of people are not. They don't have capacity. People don't have the bandwidth. Because when I read, I sit back and I analyze and I study and I pay attention. I research people. And when I read from a place of facts. I read from a place of spiritual discernment. What the reads that you was giving last night, they were, girl, you know how many people done read my teeth? Girl, sometimes they read my breath. Because sometimes it don't be right. Bitch, you know how many people have read my mouth, have read my that. And my thing is, you have money, why don't you pay for it? Like, if my grill is perplexing you that bad and it's bothering you that bad, then why don't you get my teeth fixed? You got it, sis. Every live you reminding us you rich. So, girl, if my teeth are bothering you, girl, won't you go ahead and maybe I'll consider getting them fixed. Bitch, if you paying for it, bitch, are you treating? Otherwise, again, bitch, I'm chewing just fine. Bitch, these all mine. These all my teeth. And it's girls who HIV positive. When who tested positive, bitch, all their teeth came out. Bitch, some of them lost a few, some of them lost all of them. Bitch, they was putting them on the medicine, bitch, and all their teeth was falling out. Bitch, they had to go get a full grill. And bitch, so I'm thankful to be a girl who's been HIV positive almost 21 years and to still have all these raggedy teeth. I love my little raggedy teeth. And the raggedy teeth assist. Oh, ain't my favorite. Yeah. Yeah. Bitch, I love my raggedy mouth. And when people came in the comment section, when people came in the comment section, and they were saying, because somebody came in the comment section of the last, where was the read at? Like, what were the reads when she talked about my cheese? When she said, "Was I still?" Then she said, "You always gonna take Kaya's side. I know why you gonna take Kaya's side because Kaya made the same decision." First of all, I'm not taking sides. I'm just a girl who plays the whole tape. It's not you against Kaya. I'm just gonna make sure that y'all don't try to spin a narrative because I'm not the type of black trans feminine being, black trans indigenous feminine being that's fits into a race. What Kaya gave to our community. Now, now Sunky Angel got a hit song that's doing numbers. Everybody talking about it. That's become a part of your brand, saying titties at the top and dick at the bottom. A black female gave us that. And even though I don't have dick at the bottom no more, I still respect my sisters who got titties at the top and dick at the bottom. Bitch, I live for the song. Bitch, I have danced to the song. Bitch, I've made bitch, I strapped on a dildo, bitch. I felt empowered by that song. Bitch, I got titties at the top and dick in heel. Bitch, I got a spiritual dick. Bitch, I got big dick energy. I'm just on a different level spiritually. I wish I had good strong teeth like yours. I'm losing mine and soon will have no teeth. Smile and speak, Enoch, speak. Yeah, and that's why I've never like when you hear me like talk about people like I can be superficial. I was brought up in the community. Of course, I could sit up here and read T.S. Madison aesthetically. It's not hard. But people have already done that. Tasha K have read her for her aesthetic. Kaya have read her for her aesthetic. ATLian have read her for her aesthetic. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna read you for your aesthetic. Because that's not why I say what I say. That's not my intention. That's not my motivation. My motivation is to be transparent with people who are aspiring to live the life that you live. And now what we're seeing is having all of those things does not guarantee peace. We see it, you see it. There's the proof. You can have all of those things. And then she said, everybody else making money off of it. Why can't I? I don't make money off of what I'm saying about you. And since you want to use me for to build up your platform and to get you another check, why you ain't send me one? Because when I say your name, it's not for monetary gain. I say your name because I sincerely like my platform is not I'm not known because I read T.S. Madison. That's not what people know me for. I'm not welcomed all over because I read you. We actually have a lot of, I actually am close with a lot of people who respect you and love you. And behind the scenes, we have conversations where they defend you. And I have to explain my point of view. Like, yeah, it's a lot of people who fuck with you behind the scenes. And I have to explain and talk. And I'm close with them. And they follow you, they support you. But now they're starting to see the inconsistencies. You sat up in front of that camera and you lied several times. You lied about my vagina. You said, girl, you still in that kitchen. I've literally done videos from 4 different locations in the past month. New York, Mississippi, Louisiana, New York, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Georgia. New York, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Georgia in the past month. But I'm still in the same kitchen. And let me tell you something. I've had the privilege of being in circles with girls who have a lot of money, with girls who have a lot of wealth. And a lot of times those girls have to eat a lot of shit. And it makes those girls unhappy inside. And they project that unhappiness onto the people around them. And this is why I have avoided it. You know, if I wasn't if I wasn't worried about what I thought my family would say and worried about what people who loved me would say, I would have been packed a bag and went and lived like a hobo and just had a tent. I would do lives and be living in a tent and be traveling around in a tent. I sure would. Bitch, I'd be wearing fabric that I bought from the store, face paint, and running around here living in a tent. But I know how black people are. My family is going to be hard for my family. Everybody going to be saying I'm crazy. But if crazy is having your peace, then call me crazy. But you don't know how many times I have thought about, because I know I'm going to be fine. I have more friends in nature. I have more friends in the spirit realm than I have in this matrix. You have friends, people, and you're friends with people in this matrix. You're friends with producers and people who are continuing to build up extreme capitalism and patriarchy, and that's the people who you have befriended. These are your connections. My connections are the ancestors that we never spoke about, the ancestors that we don't talk about, who are still walking here in a spirit form, who are living out in nature. I hear their cries all the time. I hear their voices in my mind. That's why I made Down in the City. Down in the city, that care forgot. Down in the city, that care forgot. I can still hear the voices of the haves and have nots. Oh, mostly the That's why because I'm not oblivious to homelessness, the suffering, the anguish of people who have been discarded by this system, who have been stepped over by this system. I don't have blinders on. I've never had them on. Never been able to wear them. I've always been able to look and see the suffering of humanity. And I don't give a fuck how pretty the plate was, how nice the restaurant was, how good the cruise boat was. It's not enough gadgets and trinkets to make me forget those people, to make me not acknowledge those people. I am one of those people. And I've continued to be one of those people purposely so that I would not lose touch. I worked at Nairi for 10 months in 2022. And this is a place that creates a safe environment for people to use if you're using crack, if you're using crystal meth, if you're using heroin. We were passing out cookers for them to shoot up dope with. We were passing out crack pipes for them to smoke crack with. We were passing out crystal meth pipes. And I met all kinds of people. And these were homeless people. These were people who were caught up in addiction. These were people who was living that street life. And they loved me, which I even brought one of my sisters home and cleaned her up and gave her a bath. And we did a video together. And that's still my sister to this day. I had another sister that used to come there all the time. Her name was Tiffany. Bitch never judged Tiffany, never put Tiffany down. Because I know the world do that enough. Why am I going to do it too? And those people will never not be important to me. I would never be able to enjoy the life that you enjoy because I am not oblivious to all of my sisters and brothers and siblings who will never be good enough to sit at these tables you're fighting so hard to be welcomed at. Some of us just never gonna be good enough. We're never gonna be good enough. You know why we're not gonna be good enough? Because we are not fixing to change ourselves. So much so that we're not even us anymore. And that fight you having, it's not with me. It's with yourself. Because the things that I'm saying, they're true. If they were not, you wouldn't be pressed. Just like I'm not pressed about everything you said. I'm responding because you stated several inaccuracies. I don't think that I'm better than you because I have a vagina, but I am going to constantly mention that I have it because y'all like to paint this narrative that when girls get vaginas, they start acting funny, they start acting different, they separate themselves from y'all, they think they're better. I don't. I still move in the same circles. Most of my friends is pre-op. My best friend in the whole wide world is my daughter. And my daughter is a sex change like me. It makes sense. But I have daughters who are not post-op. I have daughters who are pre-op and I love them. When I was in New Orleans this last time, me and Milan are in such a better place. We are in such a better place. And that's what I treasure. Now I who are born on the other side, I have AFAB, beings who are born with wombs, who I'm close with, who I love. I am so blessed. I'm so blessed. And If you think when I read, like when I get on here and I spew that venom and I read, because I have to read behind the scenes too. I hate having to be the one who mirrors people. Well, I'm not going to say I hate it because that's strong. But it's very challenging having to be the one who mirrors people, who shows them the chaos, who shows them that side of themselves. And when I have to do that, that drains me. That's why I cannot work a regular job. That's why I can't be in certain environments for a long amount of time because I'm extremely telepathic and extremely empathic. I feel and sense and comprehend a whole bunch of stuff. And so because I have the capacity to do that, when I when I open up the book of reads and I have to give you, I have to give you back what you just put out. I have to show you how you're creating a negative environment. I have to show you how you're creating a toxic environment. I have to mirror that for you. I have to, for a moment, it takes younger Gemini to figure out who they are. But when we get to a certain age, we are very good at showing people themselves. We're very good at becoming them, mimicking their behavior and showing it back to them. And when you have to be a mirror for someone, that shit can be draining. Because if I think enough about you to speak on you, that means that I care. T.S. Madison, you should know that I care. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't speak on you. I wouldn't waste my breath on you. Bitch, I've never physically met you and I've spoke on you a numerous amount of times. And you choose to focus on the negative things that I said, and that shows where you are. That shows that you are a being who holds on to things. And that's obvious. This is why material things and buying all these houses and buying all these things are so important to you. You covet, hold on to things. You don't know how to let things go. So you're holding on to the fact that everything that I've said about you is not positive. Everything that I said about you is not giving you, is not painting a narrative for you. But what I have been giving you is a gift. I've observed you close enough to be able to show you, to be able to I've observed you. I've paid enough attention to you, and I'm brave enough and vulnerable enough to say, hey, this and this, to point out things about you that other people are not going to be genuine enough to say because they're there for the entertainment. They're there to see you be the trans clown, to see you be the spectacle. That's what they're there for. Because if your followers supported you like they were supposed to, you wouldn't have to do bookings at port. You wouldn't have to be booked and busy. With a platform like yours, you shouldn't have to tour. This is how we know that your subscribers aren't supporting you like that. How much money do you need? If they were supporting you like that, why would I even be able to pay $30 to get in the club and see you? And it wasn't that packed. Wasn't a lot of people there. It wasn't a packed house. And I know other people had to get paid too. Y'all had to split that. So you couldn't have got paid that much. With your platform, you're still doing gigs that I could get into? Easy? $30? Girl, you got a Grammy. You constantly showing us the things that you've accomplished and the things that, and girl, I could pay $30 and go see you. And let's be clear, the $30 was being split amongst all y'all. The monies that was coming was being split. And I came there sincerely as an olive branch. I didn't heckle you during the show. I didn't yell out anything disrespectful. I waited till the end of the show and I said, "Hey T.S. Madison." And no, I said, "Hey goddess." And you looked at me. You lied on camera and said that you didn't know I was there. Another thing you lied about was you said that I blogged about it after I left. I didn't share that for weeks. I didn't tell people I went to the show for weeks because I didn't drag you. I didn't say anything messy. I wanted to see what your response was going to be because you did see me. You tried to pretend like somebody else told you. You knew it was me. You looked at me and rolled your eyes and kept going with your security guard. And trust me, when you looked at me and you rolled your eyes, I knew then what you got on that camera and said, and you tried to act above it, and you tried to act like you was, like you wasn't hard pressed, and like you ain't had no pressure for me, and I was still your sister, and you gave that energy, and so I was like, okay, that was just for the camera. That was just her trying to look like she was above it for the camera. But that bitch still don't like me. That bitch really still don't fuck with me. So you didn't have to make threats last night and let me know that you don't want me attending any events that you're at. You didn't you didn't have to you didn't have to make that. I got it. I got it. And the only time that you've opened your mouth to speak on me is when you get tired of me critiquing you and me I guess I don't have the capital and I don't have the equity and I don't have the resources to be able to critique you. Yet my critiques have you sitting in front of the camera with a sad face and a peeling wig, with a peeling wig and a sad face. You were sitting in front of that camera looking sad with some droopy jaws and a peeling wig. And girl, girl, you look devastated over there. Bitch, thou look sugars. Bitch, I slept like a baby last. Bitch, when I tell you we watched that live, and I ain't gonna lie, it turned the corner and got dark toward the end. But bitch, when you was talking about my teeth, bitch, we was cackling. Bitch, I was crying laughing, bitch. Oh, it was funny. Oh, bitch, you went in. Bitch, you went it, bitch, we was rocking backwards and forwards like this laughing, bitch. Oh, bitch, I could take a read. I could take a read. And bitch, that was funny. But then when you started making up shit, it wasn't funny anymore. It wasn't funny anymore. Like you started making up things like, no, don't. And then you said, I've been terrorizing you. Most of the time I read you, I'm talking in this tone. If you go back and you review the videos where I've read you, I'm literally talking like this. I'm not screaming. I'm not hollering. I'm not cursing. You talking about the live where she was reading my teeth? Yeah, I'm not screaming, I'm not hollering, I'm not cursing. Bitch, I talk about you so calmly. Girl, what make you think I got pressure for you? Um, it's the latest video that she just released on her YouTube channel. Cause it wasn't on Instagram. And see, I get that because I'm like that too. Like I don't share my YouTube content all the times to my Facebook or my Instagram. Yeah, yeah, it's the latest video that and you know what? I am so unbothered. I will put the link in the comment section when I get off the live. But yeah, I saw it last night, and baby, I cackled. I fell out lying, but the fell out laughing. But what made me get on live and what made me address it was she lied. She lied when she said my pussy was free. Even making a joke about me being in the same kitchen when I've been in 4 different locations in the past month. I travel a lot. I move around a lot for my ministry. Not, it's not, it's not a hustle. It's not a scam. Bitch, I believe in like what I talk about, I'm about. Bitch, I be at people's house babysitting dogs, babysitting children. Bitch, I be babysitting cats. Bitch, you about to leave and go out of town. You need me to come watch your house. You about to leave and go out of town. You need me to come. Bitch, when I say I'm about that village, when I say I'm about that tribe, bitch, when I say it take all kind to make the world go around, people be calling me. They be like, I'm about to go out of town. I need you to come watch the house for me. Okay, I'm coming. Oh, I got surgery coming up. I need you to come do this for me. But oh, I got to do this. I need you to come down. Da 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 da. I'm coming, bitch. With no job, no money in the bank, bitch. I went to Africa with no money in my, no access to money for days. This my, I'm traveling, I'm learning, I'm growing so that I could be able to speak from a place of knowingness. So that when I go into the studio to say things over a microphone that will be recorded, that will outlive me, they will have balance. I live this shit. It's not a gimmick. It's not a game. It's not, I live this. I sacrifice for this. I suffer for what I believe. It's not a game. This is the life I live. This who I am. And the reason why it bothers y'all so much is because y'all working so hard to get people approval who never, like Madison, the people who grinning in your face now, they would not give a fuck about you if you didn't work so hard to be accepted by them. And I don't want to share space with people that I have to work hard to impress who I don't even think are above me. You're above me. Why? Because you were willing to compromise for massa more than I was? Because you ate more shit than I did? That's the reason why I'm supposed to bend a knee. That's the reason why I'm supposed to exalt you over me, is because you went up on the plantation and you was able to accomplish all of these things. But what is your eating shit out there? I'm proud of your strength. Never look down on anybody unless you're picking them up. Thank you. Yeah. So, and that's the thing, like I'm just at such a place of peace, but my peace is lemon and honey. Hey Tiffy, my peace is lemon and honey. Bitch, I'm still gonna let you hold the piece lovingly. I'm still gonna let you hold a piece respectfully. And I said this before, I don't owe T.S. Madison any loyalty. She's never shown me any. She's never shown me any. When I did talk nice about her and when I did lift her up, you didn't give that energy back. A lot of girls have done that to me. Bitch, I started off sharing her content. I started off, dancing to her music. Everything that she did, I gave her life. You never gave me any back. You are an extreme narcissist. And we are all a little narcissist. Don't get me wrong. A lot of girls, I have shared their work, I have highlighted them, I've talked about them, and never got any of that back. Never got anything back from them in return. Uplifted beings like me. And now she wants to constantly brag because she's giving the community a home. But let's see what the fruit of that is. Let's see what you're going to produce about that house. Let's see the fruit. Let's inspect the tree. Because just because it's wrapped in a pretty bow, just because it's got a pretty lace front on, just because it's presentation, one thing black folks not know how to do. The one thing we know how to do is mask trauma. If a nigga can't do nothing, a nigga know how to put on a clown face, a monkey suit, and get out there in that matrix and shuck and jive like, I'm doing just fine. Bitch, it really is, oh, 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 I'm all torn up. Bitch, a bitch is actually devastated, bitch. Bitch, a bitch is actually devastated, bitch. Bitch, I'm catching. Bitch, I'm devastated, bitch. If it's one thing a nigga know how to do, it's put on a clown face and a monkey suit, bitch. Yeah. Did you see yeah, she talked about it for a minute. She talked about it for a minute. So she talked about it. Like, I was shocked. I was like, cause that live really wasn't for the other people. It was really just for me. Cause you could tell in the video. Then this was crazy. When I released the video that I released the other day, that bitch came into the comment section and the live only had 60 views. I was like, damn. How you got all this time, girl? You not tired? You travel, you're doing movies. I mean, girl, you got all of this stuff going on, girl, and you got time to watch my video? That I was like, wow. Bitch, nothing that I've ever said about this woman has went viral. Nothing. People don't know me. The people who know me, though, are in the community. And I think I think that's what affecting her. I think that's what's been said. She has been watching me, obviously. I think that affects her. I think I think it's like the things that I said to her are a smudge on her legacy. Like she can't successfully spin this narrative and paint herself to be, she can't complete the illusion. The illusion, it won't stick. It can't stick because every time she tried, I wanted to speak on I wanted to speak more about logo. I wanted to speak more about a lot of her accomplishments, and I kept my mouth shut. You know why? Because one thing that I've never did, one thing that I've never badmouthed, I love how she treated her mother. I love her relationship with her mama. And I watched a little bit of it and I saw how emotional it was between her and her mama. And when I saw that moment, I said, I'm going to keep my mouth off this logo thing. Cause I've never had anything negative to say about how she treat her mama. Bitch, I respect her for how she treat Miss Mary. If I ain't got nothing else for her, I got that. But um, when I say, girl, you're not one of one, girl. You're one of them ones. You're one of them. You're not one of one. You're one of them. Begging for the approval of the same people who would not have pissed on you if you was on fire 10 years ago. Now you're the pick me. Now you get to sit at the table and put the clown paint on and put on the founding fathers wig, the founding first document immigrants wigs. You get to put on the fancy founding fathers wigs, the clown paint. And trust me, I'm gonna be wearing some clown paint because bitch I'm about to be doing some clown acts, bitch. Or I'm letting you know it's coming. Y'all about to see me, but bitch, I'ma legit be a clown. Bitch, bitch, I'm not gonna be thinking I'm something else when I'm not, bitch. It's gonna be a whole fucking clown. Cause I'm about to start clowning this shit. Oh, bitch, I'm about to start clowning shit, bitch. That's what's coming, bitch. Y'all about to see me clown a lot of this stuff. Cause a lot of this stuff that we exalt and put on pedestals, girl, the whole Atlanta Housewives franchise, bitch, them was a bunch of clowns. And bitch, you dress it up just like slavery. Slave, all that's going on Zeus. Y'all talking about bad baddies and bad girls because they wearing $300 and $400 lace fronts, and some of them is just synthetic wigs and shit. But the stuff that we glorify, girl, is just dressed up clowns. Dressed up clowns. Just like the slaves. Girl, the biggest slaves got the most weights holding them down. Bitch, your chains is all this material stuff that you running behind. Cause if you don't get out there and works, Massa gonna take all that shit. Massa gonna repossess that car. Massa gonna take that land back if you ain't paying them taxes on it. Cause ain't none of it yearn. Ain't none of it yearn, bitch. Bitch, how you buy a house? This what I don't understand. How you buy a house and buy land and gotta pay taxes on some shit? You could buy a house, you could buy land, and you still gotta pay taxes every year. Oh, bitch, if you don't get out there and work, bitch, you ain't gonna be able to pay that insurance. You ain't gonna be able to pay all that. Bitch, the slaves just fancier now. Bitch, we still in slavery, bitch. It's just fancier slaves now. The slaves is grand, bitch. Bitch, it's more house niggas than field niggas now. Property tax makes 0 cents. Bitch, why the fuck would I buy land? What's the point of buying it if I still have to pay on it every year? Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. Bitch, you still renting. You just paying less rent now. You're still renting. Bitch, there's no such thing as a homeowner. There's no such thing as a landowner. You're renting. Because if you don't pay them taxes, they're going to take that shit. That sounds like rent to me. That sounds like rent. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if the taxes ain't nothing but $100 a year, bitch. That's $100 rent. You're renting. You're still renting. It's still rent to own. Rent a center, bitch. And if you put it out, you're being negative. You're hating. You're a hater. Because you're playing the whole tape. Everybody came, we all can't be gung-ho to get accepted. Like, and this has been the plight of black people. This has been the plight of black indigenous people. And this is where the divide comes in. Because some of us see ourselves as African American. I do not see myself as African American. When I am doing the census, it's African American niggas and it's black indigenous niggas. I am a black indigenous nigga. A lot of things that y'all be doing and y'all be saying is anti-blackness, it's not anti-blackness, it's anti-indigeneity. You talking about my crooked teeth, that's anti-indigeneity. Because these are the teeth that I have without any intervention from a colonial society. If I was in nature and we didn't have colonial society, bitch, all of our teeth will look different. If you didn't have intervention, medical intervention, a lot of our teeth will look different. So you reading my teeth is not anti-blackness. It's anti-indigeneity. It's anti me being okay with the teeth that were given, even talking about my sex change. Because we've been, in the Bible, they talked about males who cut off their genitals, who smashed their testicles between rocks. This is nothing new. We've been practicing this to be more connected to our feminine side and to be more connected to the XX chromosome, to be more connected to the divine feminine. We've been doing things like this. This is anti-indigeneity. So the African American understand that Africa is colonized. Africa was called something before it was called Africa. I cannot think of the word right now, but Africa has only been called Africa about 500 or 600 years. And so that's a colonized term. So America is obviously colonized. So when you take two words that have both been colonized and hybrid them together, then you have a whole colonized individual. I do not identify as African American. I will acknowledge my ebenoid descent, my negritude, my abundance of melanin, and I am indigenous to the planet. I am indigenous to the super Pangea. I am indigenous to the cosmos. Period. When I say I am indigenous, I am acknowledging that I am connected to all land masses. My ancestors come from all over, and we've always been here. I don't I don't need to go to Africa to feel powerful. Cherokee in my blood too. Cherokee in my blood too. My great great grandmother, who was on our wall, she was this color. She was almost this color. Cherokee, boo. So they tried to, and it's on both sides of my family. Choctaw on my daddy's side, Cherokee on my yeah, Cherokee on my mama's side, and Choctaw on my daddy's side. And that's why I can't sell that. I can't do that slavery narrative with y'all. You know, I'm not finna sit up here and say that slavery never happened. I'm not finna say that black people haven't got hung. I'm not finna say that black people weren't mistreated. I'm not finna say that's never happened to us. But I don't think it happened in the way we're being told it happened. I think a lot of our ancestors were already here. And I think they're doing exactly what they do now. See, we don't get our critical thinking matter until we turn 26 years old. That's when your brain is fully developed. So you can influence a person and wave some shiny things in front of them and get them to bite. It's like the Pied Piper blowing on the flute, getting the children to leave Hamlet, or leaving breadcrumbs to get the children to come into the gingerbread house. Like, all of these parables is really legit about indigenous people. They were taking our children because we was in tune with nature. We respected nature. We wasn't a people, not all of us, because some of us are very much of the same spirit. But then there are some of us who are in tune with nature, and we understand that the more space we take up, the more space we are taking from other beings who share this planet with us. There are other beings who are not human who share this planet with us. And so if I got a big house and 4, 5 cars, I'm not being respectful to the other beings that I share this planet with. If I'm getting put in a fancy box inside the dirt instead of going back into the ground so that I could be worm food, then I'm being disrespectful to everything that I ate and sustained me while I was alive. Everybody doesn't see themselves. I am not African American. African American is what allows you to be oblivious to and disconnected from the land, because everything about you is colonized. You are not in touch with your indigenous spirit. When you're in touch with your indigenous spirit, you don't want to take over and take up everything and take everything. You don't want to take up a whole bunch of space and just keep on more and more and more and crushing everything in your path. That's extreme capitalism, and that is why Donald Trump is a real threat, because he represents how a lot of people think. A lot of the same black people who act like they can't stand Trump, y'all just fucking like him. You the same fucking person he is. You have a conquering spirit. You have a takeover spirit. It's the same energy. Look in the mirror. It's the same energy. It's the same spirit. Yeah, yeah, it might be you. Yeah, I knew I liked you for a reason. This is why I subscribed. Yeah, I don't and they were here. Some of us were taken from land and spread it to other lands. In Africa, only about 8 to 10% of us were brought here from Africa. And I definitely believe that. I'm not gonna say none of us came here on slave ships. I'm not erasing that. But what I am gonna say is we were already here too. And those beings came over here, the first documented immigrants, they came over here on those slave ships. They was on the slave ships because they were slaves of Europe. That was Europe property. Europe sent their peons, European, sent the peons over here so that they can get an opportunity to pretend to be great. I empathize with a lot of Caucasian people because baby, the level of pressure that they experience, and if they don't do it right, bitch, they get cast out too. Bitch, if you can't perform at a high level, bitch, if you can't give me white, bitch, if you can't give me the whitest of the white, bitch, we don't see it for you neither. Them hoes gotta perform. White people can't just wake up and be themselves. Bitch, they have to perform. That's why they have to go to boarding schools and they have to go to all of these different colleges and become a part of these fraternities and these organizations because baby, it takes all of that to contain what they really want to give. Cause we know, bitch, white people, bitch, we've seen what they're capable of. We've seen what Caucasian people are capable of. And a lot of them have been trained to hold that back. And that's why a lot of them snap and become serial killers. But some of them just want to be free. They want to be able to let their hair mat. They want to be able to let their hair stink. They want to be able to be musty. And bitch, if it make you happy, I wish we had more Caucasian people that was just like fuck it. I'm sick of this shit. But the ones that came over on that boat, the ones that came over on them boats, what they did was they saw our people. They saw the youngsters because they couldn't get to the old people because the elders, we was set in our ways, bitch. We wasn't going for it. So what they did was they targeted the ones who hadn't got their critical thinking matter, and they started creating these schools, and they started inviting the young children and children. It's We make movies about it all the time. It's like the Wiz. You want to go and you off to see the wizard, bitch. Could you imagine? Just go back about 400-500 years ago before America started, and imagine y'all out there, everybody, we smaller now because we don't have fast food and we eating healthy. We growing out our garden. Everybody is healthy. Everybody's sun kissed. Everybody out there working, and we all working together. It's hard. It's hard. It's probably we've gotten a lot more delicate and softer over time. But imagine mosquito bites and bugs and all of that probably wasn't really bothering us because that's all we knew. Imagine having being able to use more of your pineal gland and feeling the breeze touch every hair on your body and putting your bare feet on the ground and drawing power up out of the earth and being able to dance and not having your bones aching and having to take pain pills and having to take medicine because you are growing the medicine, you're eating the medicine. Yeah, you got to deal with animals, you got to deal with the things of nature, but you're equipped because this is what you are used to. But then Here comes somebody, because you're intelligent enough to be curious about other things. And so here comes some people on a boat. Now, the reason why these people are like this is because through genetic manipulation, they are not able to sustain in the same environment we were cultivated to sustain ourselves in. Because melanin gives us the ability to be able to absorb sunlight. And so if you cannot absorb sunlight, then you need structures, you need coaches, you need coaches to ride in, the carriage to block you from the sun. You need you need homes that are stable to block you from the sun. Now, and I could imagine our ancestors, because see, another reason why we drank the spirits is because when it was colder, our ancestors were nomadic people. So when it got too cold, they weren't tied to any land. This is why when we say, oh, this my land, this why, baby, our ancestors would migrate like animals, like nature, to warmer climates when it got cold. They'll pack up their things, it's cold here, and they'll start walking. And we're walking. No diabetes, no cancer, no obesity, and we're walking. Now we're going to a warmer climate, and we'll be back here when it warm up. But because people wanted society, they wanted society, they wanted what we have now. The Caucasians came, and the Caucasians, they need all of these things in order. So I'm not putting down Caucasian people. I'm just simply stating what the facts are. They need they need civilization. They need it more than we do. Because a lot of them aren't genetically designed to be exposed to sunlight and to be exposed to the elements like that. And so when they came here, they built up institutions and they built up things so that their children could be safe, so that their children could thrive, so that their children could experience things. But the intention of some of them were not in our favor. And guess what they did? They got to the children. And the children saw the coaches, and the children saw the big houses they were building, and the children saw the clothes that they was wearing, and the children wanted to experience something different. And so the children said, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. If ever a wish there was, because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard. But the wizard was just a white man from Kansas. And then in our story, the wizard was just a white man from Europe. They went to go see the white man from Europe and been there ever since. Never came back from Oz. And what y'all don't like about me is I went to the fair. I rode all the rides. But I came back home. I didn't get stuck at the fair. I didn't get stuck at the mall. That's what y'all mad about. That's what y'all mad about. Thank you. It was a birthday present from my daughter. Let me see. Okay, same here. You said they not like us. Exactly. Same. I knew it was a reason I was drawn. Oh, thank you. Now, you know my pronouns is they and them. So my pronouns is they and them. It's not going to be no he's. We ain't doing the he's. We'll do they and them. I'll be a they and them. I can be my mother and my father. Let me see. You are very wise for your age, and you are not mean spirited. Thank you. I just like to hear her talk. Maybe not agree with the masses. May not agree with the masses, but everyone has a point of view. Thank you. You randomly popped up on my feed yesterday. I've been watching ever since. The slave trade was Ellis Island. Facts. They sent their Earth's worst over here. Yep. That dress is cute as fuck. Thank you. Recessive albino genetics. Right. I think, some of our ancestors may have purposely did that. Yes, I am in pain. If the sun is out, yes, when I'm in pain, if the sun is out, I plant my feet into the dirt and the energy from the ground to heal myself. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. If I feel myself getting sick, I love to dance in the rain. I love to dance in thunderstorms. Everybody else to be inside. I'll be outside dancing in the rain. I love it. Oh my goodness. And then sometimes if I feel myself coming down with something, I'll take off my shoes and go out and put my feet on that morning dew. Child. And baby, when I tell you, everybody got melanin, lighter. The lighter people have field melanin, right? And the darker you are, you have e melanin, blackish to brown. Yeah. I learned that too. Like we're all 3 parts water, so we definitely all come from the same place. We definitely all come from the same place. And no matter what race we are, no matter what color we are. And I get racism. I get all of it because it's a game, it's a game people playing. Let's hate Donald Trump. Let's hate Joe Biden. Let's be mad at white people, like let's play this game. But honestly and truly, I'm sick of it. I don't hate white people. I don't dislike white people. It's hard to find a lot of genuine Caucasian people. Like it's that's my issue. Like it's hard to find the genuine one. It's hard to find it's like that's my relate. Like I find with them when tragedy hit, a lot of times they show you who they are. They become more concerned about their direct ancestors. They start becoming more invested in their direct ancestors. That's been my experience with them. When tragedy hits, they start looking out for those who look like them. They become more invested. They will come and sit at our tables and eat our food and laugh and crack jokes with us, but their resources are gonna go right back into the stuff that the founding fathers built up. They not really about a lot of them are not really about abolishing this. They not really about ending this. They not really about that. When a threat comes, when a real perceivable threat comes, because they are the most vulnerable species, then that's when they really, really, really start pooling their resources and putting it into sustaining this matrix and these institutions that hold us hostage. That's how they get white people. That's how they get Caucasian people. When Caucasian people be like, let's go help the indigenous people. Let's go and help our deeply melanated brothers and sisters. The government say, COVID-19. Do Black lives still matter? Do Black Lives still matter now? Did Black Lives Matter with Kofi hit, bitch? Ladies say I don't do alabaster ages. Hating them won't help us. It won't. I just wish it was some authentic ones. I wish there was more of them who were like, fuck this shit. I like, and be all in and be committed. And even when a storm comes, even when a disaster comes, they didn't abandon ship because they were vulnerable. Baby, death is nothing but a door. You just gonna change forms. You're gonna evolve, you're gonna shapeshift, and your next form will be stronger because you believed in something that was not directly about you. That's Caucasian people have the biggest challenge ever. And my heart goes out to them because they are the most vulnerable species. They cannot navigate the elements like a lot of us can. Now, a lot of black people ain't what they used to be either. Colonized, tired, woe out, sick, broken down. Child, a lot of black people just as vulnerable as they is. I get why Caucasian people are the way that they are, but we are never gonna change things until the most vulnerable. We look at them as being the most vulnerable. We look at them as being the least vulnerable because of the capital and the material that they have. But in the celestial design, in the natural design, if it came to it to where we had to survive and just be out in nature and just be dealing with the elements, this is a natural camouflage. This absorbs sunlight. And so I get them wanting to protect themselves, but the only way things is gonna change is if we are willing to make actual sacrifices. And when the going gets tough, bitch, you can't get going. And I think at some point we have to welcome, like I would love to welcome my Caucasian siblings home, but where are they? I maybe have one or two Caucasian sisters that I speak to, but I really don't have a legitimate, like, we together all the time. We besties. I really fuck with you. Like, I just don't have that kind of bond with Caucasian people. And that is the saddest part to me because at the end of the day, we all three parts water. We all three parts water. We are the same amount of water. Yep. We're under the delusion that they're the safest. They're not the safest. I get why they're so afraid. I get the fear. I see it. I get it. I understand it. The sun is getting closer to the earth. Them ice caps is melting. Them people, this sun is about to be, we got about 5 more years. Bitch, that sun gonna be doing this. And some of us ready for it, some of us not. And the ones who empower, it's a lot of them who got money, but they are not spiritually. Money does not equate enlightenment. And so they taking that money and they funneling it into all of these projects to try to protect white people, to try to protect Caucasian people. But nothing lasts forever. You cannot, like, no season, no empire, no nation, no civilization, nothing lasts forever. And you can't keep piling trauma on top of trauma and pain on top of pain and thinking all of a sudden you finna make a motherfucking delectable treat. This was made from the pain of other people. This was made from the suffering of other people. Why would you think it's gonna benefit you for a long time? But like I said, when COVID happened, I saw, and I get it, you losing family members, y'all nervous, y'all scared, but we're not stupid. We know this shit was manufactured, just like HIV was manufactured. White people out in the streets rallying with black folks. White people out there, baby, white people was Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Here come COVID. And what the white people did? Bitch, exit stage left, bitch. So nice to be in the chat with like-minded people. My family didn't teach me about racism. We were taught to go by a person's individual character. I discovered racism in school. In the last 10 years, I learned more. I'm sick of racism as well. We're all one. I am separate but equal. I belong to the people. Yeah, we be the people. We are not the minority. We are the majority. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them divide you. Been playing this game and the score's 98-2. Oh, la 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 la. Original. I wrote that. Then I wrote this one recently. They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over difference of skin. They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over difference of skin. But we rise, we fall, together through it all. We rise, we fall, together through it. Join me in the circle, together in the circle. Walk with me in this circle, circle of life, circle of life. Love me in this circle. Praises be in this circle. Let's just be in this circle, circle of life, circle of life. Heal with me in this circle. We are free in this circle. Infinitely in this circle, circle of life, circle of life. Yeah, I'm like on a whole different level now. Like, I'm talking about the electoral college vote. Like, they want us to get out there and vote, but it's a glitch in the system, baby. It's a glitch in the system, bitch. I ain't trying to play the victim. You heard it from the people. They don't see us as equal. If we all got the same vote, What's up with them electoral college folk? If we all got the same vote, what's up with them electoral college folk? Now y'all talking about get out there and vote, 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 but our vote didn't elect Donald Trump the last time. So how is our vote gonna stop him from getting elected this time? If the people with an electoral college vote want to see him in office. How is our vote gonna stop him? How is our vote gonna stop it? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. It's all about survival. I had a dream a few years back that the sun actually consumed the earth. Child, I am totally here for it. COVID was a chance for us to get ourselves together spiritually, but many took the materialistic route. That's right. Right. They made billions. You ain't lying. Just they cleaned the fuck up. But yeah, I feel like I am so glad I am that I am. I really enjoy, like, I've enjoyed so much of the feedback. Yeah, karma is coming 100% pure love. We can't dodge it. You're going to put they're going to put whoever they want in that house to fit their agendas. Exactly. And the distraction is having us out here arguing. When I tell you it is so tacky the way Joe Biden is pandering to black people, we know Donald Trump doesn't like these people. What? What? Bitch, none of y'all do. You don't like the ones that ain't tap dancing. You don't like the one that's not playing your game. You don't like the ones who are not acting like a fan. Black people who don't know their place. Same thing with T.S. Madison. She don't like me because I don't know my place. It's beneath her. How dare I not be grateful that that you're a girl that rose up and you represent, how dare I not just give you life because you're a coined girl? How dare I not just have positive things to say about you? It's the same thing. It's the oppressor in blackface. You mad at me because I'm speaking like a liberated, autonomous person. You opted out of your sovereignty for things. Enjoy them. Don't tongue wrestle with me. Bitch, I am moving through this matrix like a sovereign, autonomous being with as much leg room as I have, because I still have to adhere to this matrix as well. I still have to render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's. But when I speak with authority. I speak with thoughtfulness. I speak with balance. You cannot go back to any video where I just sit there and drug you. Where I just drug you nonstop and I didn't compliment you. And the thing that bothers you is that I speak out of both sides of my mouth because I am both sides of the coin, because I am whole. I am my mother and my father, my grandmother and my grandfather, my great-great-grandmothers and my great-great-grandfathers. And I speak from that space. And that's got you perplexed, shooketh. Maybe you should get a therapist and work that out with your therapist while you're talking about my mental health. I move through this space with much autonomy and as much sovereignty as I possibly can. I am not beholden to people, material things. I love people. I'm here for people. The reason why I haven't packed a bag and went into the woods is because I love people. I haven't given up on people yet. But the next EP I drop, I'm tired of talking about humans. My next EP gonna be called Animal Kingdom. Cause bitch, I'm finna start talking about birds and frogs and fish. I'm tired of talking about humans. I still love y'all, but I'm sick of talking about y'all. Sick of it. I done talked about racism. I done talked about being trans. I done talked about being whole. I done talked about being black. I done talked about being queer. I done talked about, bitch, I done rapped about, bitch, I'm sick of talking about humans. Sick of it. Bitch, my next EP is not gonna be that. Can you fight like a man and still act like a woman? I mean, I think there are roles, you know. I think it's all made up. I said this yesterday. I said this in a video previously. Our genitalia is for us to have pleasure. It's for us to procreate. It's for us to use the bathroom. Your genitalia does not determine how you will show up in society, how you will navigate society, how you will identify. There were tribes in the mother continent that did not label you male or female based on what was between your legs. They paid attention to your energy. There were tribes here on this continent before colonialism where they would set a bowl down and they would set a bow down. If you went for the bow, no matter what your sex was, you were a hunter. If you picked up that bowl, no matter what your sex was, you were a gatherer. Hunter and gatherer. It was not based on who got a vagina and who got a penis. Colonialism did that. We are sentient, sovereign beings. We can think for ourselves. We can choose our paths. We can choose the things that make us feel whole and make us feel more ourselves. That is a choice. We don't have to pretend to go along to get, we don't have to do that. True, it's going to be harder because a lot of people, they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to do that. People are scared. People want to fit in. People want to blend. People are afraid of bullies. Bitch, I'm not afraid of no bullies. Bitch, I've been getting bullied since I was a child. Bitch, when I was in the fourth grade, bitch, I had a person that was in the closet, bitch, to flip me upside down and put me in the trash can, bitch, because I was too fucking feminine. And bitch, he was scared I was going to clock his teeth. Bitch, he was a closet punk, a closet sissy, a closet fag, and dumped me in the trash can, bitch. When I was 9 years old, head first, bitch picked me up, dropped me in the trash can. Because I was a flaming queen. I was a girl then. Bitch, I ain't even know I was a girl. Bitch, I was a girl. It was a community member. Bitch, it was a gay person. Bitch picked me up and put me in the trash can head first. Bitch, I'm not afraid of bullies. Bitch, I done got my ass whooped so many times for telling the truth. And it got to the point to where the girls who was really like, this is why I remember it was this girl named Bebe. God got us wherever her soul is. You know, I'm sending blessings and encouragement. But Bebe was known for beating bitches' ass. You know, Bebe was known for whooping niggas. Bebe fought niggas. She was a trans girl, an extremely deeply melanated black trans girl from New Orleans. And baby, when I tell you, Bebe, when I would read and tell Bebe, because I had a relationship with Bebe like I had with T.S. Madison. And I stayed, like I would tell Bebe the truth. That's wrong. That's not right. I don't think you should do that. And Bebe said, you know what? Girl, I whoop niggas' ass, but I'm not gonna whoop you because I like you. I appreciate the fact that you're not scared to say, you know I could beat your ass and you still talking your shit. Bebe respected me. Before Bebe left this earth, me and her, I used to pray with her. I get off the train when I get in town and I'll see her and we'll go on the side of the buildings and we'll pray together. When she wanted to broker peace with somebody, she talked to me and she'll be like, hey, go and talk to so-and-so because I don't want to have to beat this bitch ass. So go talk to her for me. Da 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 da. Okay? We were sisters before she left. When I got back out there in the streets after my husband left me and I wanted to get back out there and do sex work, baby, I never forget, I had on a white t-shirt dress and I had blonde hair in my head and I was hurting and I wanted to get on that block and I wanted to start back hustling and prostituting. And baby said, you don't belong out here no more. This not for you no more. And she put me in a car and she brought me home. You doing too good. You not gonna let these streets destroy you. And she made me get in the car. And she brought me home. Her and her boyfriend. I was ready to get back out there. I was ready to self-destruct. And she said, nope, not you. You doing too good. You done came too far. And she brought me home. I remember another story about a Caucasian girl. Her name was Peaches. And Peaches was so pretty. Oh my goodness. Peaches wasn't nothing about her. Like, nothing about her was white but her skin. Peaches was short. Peaches had no hormones or nothing. Peaches' face was so beautiful. And she had like this little short red hair. Pretty, pretty, pretty sweet, ratchet, ghetto little Caucasian girl. And she loved us. She loved us. She loved us so much. She loved being around black people. And ultimately, it was black people who destroyed her. Because we need to heal. We need to stop using each other like pieces on a chessboard. And we need to actually heal so we can have actual space. So that we can actually make the space for each other. So that we can actually see each other. Peaches died of an overdose because Peaches was not accepted by Caucasian people because she was too feminine to be a boy. And she was too in touch with her black ancestral DNA to fit in as a white girl. So because she couldn't perform as a white woman, and because she could not perform as a white man, she only found safety amongst black people. And black people were still hurting because of all of the internalized racism and colorism. So they couldn't create a safe space for her because they couldn't even create a safe space for themselves. How are we going to create a safe space for Caucasian people if we don't work on ourselves? Peaches died because Peaches didn't have a safe space. And I just want to be a safe space. But you can't get to that space if we not honest. Peaches was so sweet. I remember her. And I wish we had more Peaches. I wish we had a lot. Bitch, I love Peaches. I love that girl. I love that little girl. But she died of an overdose around a whole bunch of black people who could not be a safe space for her. Who knows what that little Caucasian girl could have grew up to become? Who knows what she could have been for black people? What she could have been to all people? What she could have represented? Had we let her back into the village and not destroyed her because we were in pain. Right. When things hit the fan, you can't take all those materials with you. It's best to take a Lilo. Pack light. Pack light. When I start to get too many things, my nerves start getting bad. I go through a depression when I start to get too many things. Something you said earlier about sacrifice, I really fuck with because they want to sacrifice beings, not materials. That's right. That story, Jesus, have us thinking it's okay to sacrifice beings, right? Bitch, sacrifice that shit. Jesus told them, if you want to follow me, pack light. Jesus pulled the Erica Badu on them people and said, you want to follow me? Pack light. You claim you follow Jesus, but you don't. You ain't following Jesus with all that material shit. Bragging about your material shit, bitch. You are not a Christian. Bitch, you're something else. Bitch, but you're not a Christian. I don't even practice Christianity, and I'm more like Jesus than any of them bitches. The universe in itself has no gender. Gender was created. In the beginning, male and female were combined. Yes, Ashe. In the first creation, then later separated. The second creation. It's all in Genesis. Yeah. Yeah, we are one. We are one. We are one. And if you ask me, these variables that we have become are a deterioration of what we used to be. And now the planets are aligning and the cosmos is aligning for us to come together and form that Voltron. For us to come back together. It's time that the coming together is how we're going to survive and how we're going to shapeshift and terraform in this next reality. And I'm here for it. I'm not scared of it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, baby. I just need more people to understand that we can't do it without each other. Child, I've been on this live for 2 hours. I think I'm ready to eat me something now. I done got a little hungry. I'm gonna have something to eat. But I wanted to respond to that. And you know what? I'm gonna do my best to try to. So like I'm not gonna be able to follow the messy sweet spot right now because I know you're going to talk about T.S. Madison. So anybody who is talking about T.S. Madison, I'm going to have to just stay off of their content for a while until it blows over because I really, I want to close out on this note. I don't want my sister to unravel. I don't want that person, excuse me, because you made it clear that you're not my sister. I don't want that person to unravel because, I know it's a lot of pressure. I saw that in the video last night. I saw it. We saw it. And I don't want to add to whatever is going on over there. So I'm going to do my best to keep this girl name out my mouth. Please don't send me no videos where she talking about me. Please don't, you know. Um, she on my feed so much I don't know how to get her off my feed. But I'm gonna try so hard not to talk about this girl. Try so hard to keep this girl name out my mouth. And not because I think I'm wrong for talking about her, because I talk about everything that means something to me. But now that I know how bothered my critique makes her, like I said, I don't want to be responsible for the decline of her mental health. So I am a considerate. Now that I know that you really bothered, clearly you took the time. Now that I know that, girl, it's just not a doubt in my mind. So I'm going to leave that girl name out my mouth. Now, this doesn't mean that I won't talk about um, the girls, period, because I will still do that. I will still have my little feedback on the community because I will, I will, I will speak more to the spirit than the person. That's what I'll do. I'll speak more to the spirit than to the person. And in the spirit of that, I said that I was going to share the link to the video that she put in the comment section. Now, if one of y'all choose to share the link in the comment section, y'all can. I'm not going to go and get the link because I'm legit really, really going to try to do my best to move past it and to keep that girl name out my mouth. Because what I saw last night, I'm not a monster. I can be. I can have a monster moment. Let me go and get my candle. So let's light the candle. So we're going to light this candle in honor of the ancestors who have come, in honor of the ancestors who are coming, and in honor of the ancestors who are here. 3 flames are lit, and they represent the past, the present, and the future, which are the Trinity in my mind. And whoever agrees. As I blow out this candle on the physical plane, it grows with intensity on the spiritual plane, preparing us for times that are now, not tomorrow, now. I release the need to speak on her. I release the need to to speak on triggers, because really when I speak on her, I'm really speaking to a situation. She's a symptom of what extreme capitalism has done to us as a people. She's a symptom, and 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 I don't want to pick on her. I don't want to be a bully. But when I've spoken on her because it's been a growing for me. You know, as I come back home, as I come back to who I am, as I remember who I am, as because a lot of us forget who we are, and we think that these things define us. But when you come back home to who you are, and you remember who you are, it could be triggering when you see people that you had different expectations for, and that's where you're wrong. I should not place expectations on T.S. Madison. But I should also be able to speak on her because she's benefiting from people paying her attention. She's in the business of capitalizing off of the fact that she can get attention. The reason why she has value in this matrix is because she's able to get a lot of attention. And so I didn't understand how what I was saying was wrong. I was giving you attention. And I guess it was just a little bit too thorough, a little bit too thought out. I don't know what it was, but I released the need to continue to give that individual attention. I'm going to do my best to dodge any content that has them in it, because I do not want to be responsible for your unraveling. Even though a lot of girls have prayed for my downfall and have prayed for me to suffer and have banned me from spaces and have blackballed me from resources, somehow like a kitty cat, I land on all fours. Thank you, God Goddess. And so I'm going to take the advice of Enoch and so many others, and I'm going to move like an eagle. And I'm going to continue to spread my wings and raise up and stop entertaining crows. Yeah, that's it. Dominandalase Kua keeps spinning and turning Iangani Iyanko Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God Goddess. And if I am, you know you are. Thank you. You have a sweet, genuine soul. People can see it. You ain't like them. Thank you for this message. So molded be 3 times. All right. Love y'all. Have a good day. Have a beautiful day. Love, light, peace, wholeness. lemons and honey as well.